Hello. Hi guys, can you hear me? Hi Kushwant. Just a second. I got disconnected because of some technical glitch. I got reconnected now. Just a second. Let's wait for the people to join again. Hi अंकुर, कैसे हो सब लोग? अभी तो मार्केट काफी अनसर्टन दिख रहा है. Raghav has also joined. Great. Yes. Good that I'm audible now. I will share my screen soon. Just a second. Window sharing screen. Okay, so can you guys see my screen? Just let's wait for a couple of minutes for a few more people to join. Uh, Hi Varun, welcome. So now people are joining. We have some audience. I will start soon. Now we have to catch the bottom. Our interest is catching the bottom. Now when will the bottom form, at what level the bottom will form, that is key. But now I am seeing that the market has reached a level wherein we can start thinking of buying on dips. Maybe we can start going long slowly, and anytime the reversal can come. Now picking the exact bottom, ki, हाँ, exactly this point is the bottom, is going to be challenging. And that shouldn't be our interest. That should never be our interest. Ki we should be entering at exact bottom and exiting at exact top. It will happen sometimes, but consistently doing that is not possible. Like for nobody, not even the greatest of greatest analysts also, exact tops and bottoms consistently picking them is extremely difficult and practically not possible. But basically, with the help of Elliott Wave, we know that the trend is now matured. I can tell, I can understand based on the patterns which are developing currently, based on the levels which we have reached at the moment, based on also other technical indicators, based on basic support resistance systems. Also, we can understand that we have reached a major support, and anytime the reversal can happen. And at present, if you connect the wave personalities with Elliott Wave price action, then we can also tell that the market is currently in the panic mode. And during such panic modes, when the worst of the worst news is floating all over the social media as well as on the news channels, that is the time when usually the market forms its bottom. So at the moment, we are in that panic phase wherein the worst of the worst news is already out. The market has already, the price has already discounted the news, and that is the reason why we have seen the entire fall. So, as we already know, that exactly at this point we went short. I was able to create positions prior to the fall actually began, and I was able to make the maximum profit out of it from whatever short positions I created. And now based on, so similarly, like how I was trading this entire short move was that I entered somewhere over here. I was able to enter, and then there was a phase in which there were fluctuations. My position was seeing profits, my position was at times coming at par, like no profit no loss. And then there was a time when I was able to see some red portfolio. I was seeing some loss, but that is the time when you need to build up a trading psychology and build up your patience in such a way that you should be able to hold on to your position. You should be able to be confident with your analysis, and you should be able to link all the things which are happening around the market, around the social media, and link it with your analysis, and then continue your trading. So that ultimately paid me off. So whatever positions, options and futures positions I created, I was trading shorts in both futures and options. I was able to literally in a span of 1 month, I was able to quadruple my capital. Whatever FNO capital I invest, I was able to quadruple it, and simultaneously I was able to saving money is also ultimately one kind of making money. So I was able to liquidate my entire equities portfolio. So this entire fall gave me the opportunity to buy the stocks which I was actually monitoring since a long time at very cheap levels. Almost all the stocks, major stocks, have been corrected more than 20%, 20-30% correction I'm seeing in the last couple of months. So I took that opportunity around here. I initiated my buying, and I was actually okay. Now I will open up my labels. So I was actually seeing that okay, if somebody is interested to join my Elliott Wave course, he can definitely join in. Wherein I will means the theory which I teach will be able to help you understand why I have labeled these patterns. So over here I am seeing this a flat correction which completed over here. Previously I was doing some different labels, but currently now this is the best highest probability wave count I am seeing, that this was a flat pattern A, B, and C. The C wave was a clear 5-wave impulse move, wherein this was a small triangle which formed in the wave 4 of this wave C. And now there are alternate counts which come into picture, and putting them in place is a bit challenging because there are alternate counts with equal probabilities. So one probability is this, that we got an X wave, and then we got a ABC zigzag, we completed the Y wave, and now the C of this major big triangle which we are looking at has completed. This is one possibility. Another possibility is that the X wave is still running on, means I have not labeled it because I still see this as of a higher probability alternate count possibility, but other possibilities could be that this X wave could still be forming. And if this X wave forms somewhere over here, then we can still further correct down. But I don't see, means at the moment I am seeing that the index should not breach this low. The bottom should form somewhere over here. Now it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time when we can see the reversal. Okay, I will just quickly get back to some of the messages you guys have posted. Since there was no live in the previous week, I thought you have pivoted from Nifty live and shifted to specific stock. No, actually last week I was not well. Since last 1 week I have caught throat infection, but now it's still better. I can speak properly. Last week my voice was quite low. I was not able to talk properly because of viral infection. Yeah, good to see you back. Yes, I'm back. But again, I had shared my view in the last week that I was actually expecting this to be the bottom, because I was expecting a clear pattern, ABC pattern completing. I was seeing most of the stocks were in their almost end of correction phase, and most had reversed, and currently they have still reversed. Like if you can find the video link in my YouTube channel. I have shared the analysis on Tata Steel. So Tata Steel, it has bottomed out. As per my analysis in the last week on 16th March, the stock has formed its low, and so far is comfortably trading above the bottoming level which I shared. So most of these stocks, if you join my Telegram subscription, you can find the stocks which I have shared to my subscribers. These stocks, all major Nifty moving stocks, have completed their correction and most likely are heading up in an impulsive manner. And since some time, whatever long positions we created, currently we are in profits. Like even though the market broke this low, we are still, our long positions are still in decent profits. So fair enough. Right now the analysis is going well, but now it's a wait and watch. We cannot stay stubborn with any count. So there are possibilities that this can go sideways as well. There are possibilities that this can go start moving up, because now interesting and key thing is that we are heading up in a D wave of the triangle. So don't expect, we cannot expect the move which is going to unfold in the coming time to be an impulsive rise. It is going to be a corrective rise. Now that corrective rise, how it will unfold is not certain. It can unfold in a sharp zigzag manner. That rise would be volatile. With sharp moves, it will contain gaps similar to the move which happened during the April 2025 bottom which we formed. So we can get that kind of move as well. And there is also a possibility that there could be a corrective choppy move which will slowly and steadily head up in the form of D wave of the triangle and then come somewhere over here near around 26,000. I am seeing Nifty should be reaching in the coming 6 to 12 months. But okay, now still at this point of time, I will still suggest that we should be cautious. We should trade with strict stop loss. Even the long positions which I am carrying at the moment, I cannot disclose what positions I am carrying. I will also strongly stay to my point that it's not a buy or sell recommendation. But whatever long positions I am carrying, I am going to follow my stop losses. Though I am in profits, I will stay cautious कि I don't burst out my portfolio in a very overconfident manner and stubborn manner कि नहीं अभी market ऊपर ही जाएगा. There is always an alternate count possible that this, instead of A, B and C forming a triangle, there is always a possibility that this entire structure can form a WXY correction, and in that case we may go below the A level. But if this is going to be the triangle, then my view stands that soon we will form C of this triangle, and that C, once that C forms, that C will not break, Nifty will not break, index will not break that low in this entire decade. Means till 2030, we will never see this C wave getting broken. So that I can firmly stand my ground based on whatever entire वेव काउंट निफ्टी का पूरा जो डिग्री में जो वेव एनालिसिस मैंने किया है, तो based on that I am quite confident कि once our C forms, that low will not break in this decade. And India VIX is also so high that it has become a nightmare for options buyers. No, why a nightmare? In fact, when volatility is high, it is good for option buyers unless you are on the right side. Right now it's the best time for option buyers when the volatility is at its lowest, or when the volatility is stuck between a range. That is the time when option buyers see it as a nightmare, because they don't see any move in any, they don't see any directional move. Currently we are seeing gap up, gap downs, huge. We are getting what is our ATR? Our ATR has increased so much. If we see, we are trading at a very high ATR levels. So if we see the ATR, it is 134. It is at its peak. So here options buyers will be making the maximum money out of the market, but option seller, it is a nightmare. Ultimately you need to be on the right side of the market. You need to trade in the right direction of the market. That will make you money. You guys have any questions? We can take a few questions. We can discuss on a few stocks if possible. You can post your questions in the comment section. I think the view is clear. Now I am seeing that a bottom can form anytime in Nifty. It's just a matter of patience and wait. When it will form and what level it will form. That is the puzzle we need to solve. But we are at the levels wherein a bottom can form anytime. Even in major Nifty moving stocks or bank Nifty moving stocks, I am seeing that anytime a bottom can form. Those stocks are also at such corrected levels ki I don't see much further downside. Ankur, Sujit, Meher, has Meher joined? Gold bottoming out or getting ready for next rally? I am seeing that gold is currently in wave 4 of wave C. Still one more leg down is pending in gold, and that might be the bottoming leg for gold. So still one more leg down is pending in gold. Gold, I had given a classic trade to my subscribers uh, before the big downfall in the gold happened. Right at the top, means wave 3 of wave C. I gave that move for trading to my subscribers. again, I stand with my ground that those are not buy or sell recommendation. Ultimately, pulling the trigger, taking the trading decision is in your hands. I am sharing my analysis. The market will always inherit the risk, which we need to always assess, and based on it, take our trading decision. Bajaj Finance is an interesting stock. So if you can actually open my YouTube channel, you can see that I have shared a very nice and thorough analysis on Bajaj Finance. That is the first video which I had posted from my YouTube account, and you can see how well the market respected the levels I had projected in Bajaj Finance. During the October time, I had shared that Bajaj Finance is about to top out, and many of the people in my Telegram subscription actually traded the moves in Bajaj Finance, both on long as well as short side. And the stock is a classic, Elliott Wave classic. Means because I have shared this analysis already on YouTube, so that is the reason why I am not hesitating to share the entire wave counts, because you can always see my go through my YouTube videos which I have shared in the past. So this is a classic pattern. This is a classic zigzag pattern which is going up. And right at I think the video which I had made on my YouTube was somewhere over here during October. Yes, I had said that the stock will head up to 1085 or something like that. It went exactly up to 1100 and formed a top. This was the time when actually I started to turn bearish. Ki Bajaj Finance is one of the key index moving stocks, one of the key players in the NBFC sector as well. So once Bajaj Finance tops out and once Bajaj Finance starts to correct, the entire market ka mood ultimately changes. So right at this phase, around this phase, if you guys remember, 20th November or something like that, I had started to turn bearish, and that was the time between November and December. By mid-December, I liquidated my entire portfolio. This is a classic Elliott Wave classic. 1 2 inside this wave 3 also, 1 2 3 4 and then 5. Inside this also you can see the minor waves. This is also wave 5. 1 2 3 4 5. Inside this also you can see somewhere over here 1 2 3 4 and then 5. So no subjectivity at all. I am seeing that Bajaj, I think that Bajaj Finance has bottomed out, guys. Means I mean, even the internals, if I were to label these internals, even I can still label this, that maybe somewhere over here 1 form, 2 form, 3 form, 4 formed and then 5 form. So wave C is also almost done. Now the question is whether the market is unfolding into a next wave and still intending to further correct is something which we cannot answer right now. With that, only time can tell. But at this level, at this point of time, I am seeing that the bottom in Bajaj Finance has formed. I can still continue labeling it and label this as 2. So again, I will stick to my ethics that this is not a buy or sell recommendation. Ultimately, the trading decisions is yours to make, but I am seeing that it has bottomed out. Also, we have crossed a key 0.618 level. Any reversal date we should be focusing on Nifty. I had given this. I will not share any forecasting date, but I had shared to my subscribers previously that 24th March would be a reversal day, and we got a reversal on 24th March. Now I will not share any further analysis on YouTube regarding any dates. But according to me, the market might have reversed. Also, 16th March, 17th March was also a key date. And that was the reason why I was quite confident that 16th March low was the low formed in Nifty based on whatever Khan analysis I do. But it's okay. I mean, that low was broken. Market proved me wrong. But I am still seeing that the bottom can form anytime because major stocks, Nifty moving stocks, Bank Nifty moving stocks are at a level wherein I don't see much further downside. Anything else? I think we discussed predominantly on the Nifty. and we have also taken Bajaj Finance, one of the very key stocks, in very much detail. So because I had shared this analysis on YouTube earlier, I am making it a continuation. Ki, okay, the analysis which I shared in October went with pinpoint precision, and whatever was expected has happened, and now we have come down to a level ki now Bajaj Finance might start moving up. Anything else? Sujit, Ankur, Raghav. No, those are small turning points. I think that cycle means, see, it's something like this कि अगर मैंने एक साइकिल दी है, अगर उस साइकिल की अगर इनिशियल डेट अगर उस पे अगर रिवर्सल नहीं मिलता है, तो दैट मीन्स कि दैट साइकिल इज नॉट वर्किंग. So immediately I remove that cycle from my analysis. So on the basis of that principle, वो जो साइकिल मैंने पोस्ट की थी, तो इनिशियल फर्स्ट फ्यू टर्निंग पॉइंट्स में मतलब वो सिग्निफिकेंट मूव नहीं मिला. तो आई डोंट थिंक दैट the cycle which I had predicted before will be working now. Whereas I have got a few other cycles, because there are GAN analysis has thousands of cycles, means cycles taken from Bible, cycles taken from Vedic astrology, and lots of things. So ultimately, we have to identify कि अभी at present what cycle the market is following, and that is very challenging. You need to have very thorough understanding of GAN time cycles. So if you understand that, you can apply it and you can link which cycle is actually running. So I don't know all the cycles, I can link it with whatever cycles I know. So if I identify that this cycle has triggered, I will follow that cycle. Can we wind up after analyzing Reliance? Okay, so we will take Reliance as our last stock. Reliance, I don't think the E wave has completed. E wave, I think, is currently ongoing. Most likely, E wave. आज का जो fall आया, and I think this previous price action was very much corrective, and this last 1 week of action was quite indicative that E wave, this bottom might be questioned or challenged again. So maybe we will have to wait further. E is still running, going on. Based on this current fall, it is quite clear. Now we are seeing ABC fall. So most likely this move was something like, I don't know, maybe this was a corrective move, or maybe it was a move correcting this. Means it was just a pullback. Most likely we might form a bottom somewhere. In the E wave has not finished. Is it okay, Varun? We are still running in this E wave. That is the reason why, means I keep repeating to my subscribers as well, that trading the E wave of a triangle is the most challenging part of Elliott wave. Which are the three most difficult waves to trade? Number one is E wave of the triangle. Number two is means, okay, wave 4, we can say it like that, but if we want to particularly highlight a pattern, then number 2 is wave 5 extension, and number 3 is wave C of a zigzag. These are the three most toughest waves to trade. Okay, trading in the direction of the trend, I'm not saying trading in the direction of the trend, but finding the end point of that wave. Okay, finding the exact end point of a E wave and entering right at the bottoming levels of E waves is very challenging. Similarly, finding the end point of a wave 5 extension is most challenging. And thirdly, when wave C starts to extend, especially in a zigzag, it becomes very challenging to find the end point. Robert Tractor calls that wave, the personality of that wave is devastation. So wave C's can be endless. They don't have literally any end. No Fibonacci levels followed because of the logarithmic nature of the arithmetic nature of the charts. Wave C's, big wave C's will never follow Fibonacci ratios as well. So ultimately, that is a major drawback. Crystal clear. Okay, so this is the general view. Now this view will definitely help you in your trading decisions in the coming week, and I'm sure this session was also very much helpful. Now we are at this point of time, we are also helpless. The market is moving in such a way, the news in the market is also so volatile that we are finding difficulty in finding the exact bottom. But we can, based on whatever major nifty moving stocks, if we analyze, we can see that those stocks have reached at a level wherein we can start to think of buying. Means anytime the market can form its bottom. So if you guys don't have any further questions, and if you have already found this session useful and interactive, then we can, I think, wind it up, and hope to see you guys soon on next Friday. I want similar participation from you guys, and do like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Let's get connected on next Friday. Let's see how the market unfolds further. Good luck trading.